Hi and welcome to KSI Digital Marketing. This is only my 50th take of this video. If I sent you this video, it's sort of the process that we're going to be going through if we decide to work with each other. What I'm going to be taking you through this video is basically down here, which is why me, our goals for you, the emotional journey. We're going to be going through some of my portfolio and what we can expect from you, and so on and so forth. Now, first things first. Advantages of choosing us. 78% of the businesses now solely advertise on social media. One of the advantages of choosing us is that we do market research, audience research, content counters, and then we execute based off of that. If you're on Upwork and you've had any sort of experience with other freelancers here on Upwork, you can separate the people who are really good from the people who are just sort of amateurs, and not putting anyone down, so to speak, but just that's sort of the idea why we sort of conceptualize the content, we put thought behind it, we create the content calendar according to the market research, the audience research, and the competitive analysis that we form. Now, going forward, our goals for you through the process is to basically create automation, get people to mention us, get shares from other people, with great content, and honestly just make it look aesthetically more appealing. This is sort of the emotional journey, what you guys can expect from us going forward. The kickoff meeting is usually day 0 to day 10. This is usually the onboarding process. So to be honest with you, the onboarding process is not like it is with other companies. Unlike other companies, where they take 2 weeks. Again, not putting anyone else down, but typically they take about 2 weeks to onboard, going back and forth with emails, things of that nature, trying to get assets from you, trying to get logins. And if you dealt with other companies before, then you know that this is a big hurdle, something that you're basically paying for. And if it's taking you 30 days and essentially you're paying the first month, there's no content going out, no content being distributed. It's just a big waste of your money. This is why we created an onboarding system. So basically it takes you 60 minutes to onboard, and then roughly takes us about a week to get to the execution phase. This is where we're trying to create clarity, do some research, and then develop the strategy again. We'll present to you the content strategy, or the content calendar, so to speak, within the first week, and then once you approve that, we'll go ahead and start distributing the content. So after day 10 to day 30, this is where you start to see sort of the strategy come into place, but it also builds in a bit of doubt, because sometimes clients, if you're someone that's new, starting fresh, then you might be a bit like worried about what you want, or you might have a different idea of what you wanted. And so if that's the case, then just give us feedback and we can go ahead and we can mold accordingly. With business, I've never made a good decision or a rational decision in business, being emotional. I want to emphasize that part. Day 30 to day 45, we can sort of, assume to start to scale and start to build more comfort here. This will basically mean that we're more comfortable and you're more comfortable with us working on your social media. This is where we've developed a proven data, driven, sort of a process, a streamlined process basically. And then obviously with the engagement being a part of the program, obviously see more community, increased engagement, people following, sharing, liking, mentions, all those things, all those good things. And obviously automation, which is where everything's pretty much streamlined, the entire process in terms of engagement, in terms of posting, distribution, in terms of setting up a content calendar, doing the market research, the audience research, really just tackling the KPIs that we have here. By the way, one of the KPIs that we do look at for, I haven't actually put this in the presentation, but the KPIs that we do track are typically the impressions, the reach, the following, and the engagement. So those are the 4. So this is something I want to share with you as well. This is a content calendar. This is, we have it's very detail oriented with the post date, the status, the post topic, the image concept, the visual text that goes on the images themselves, if there is any, and then the captions, the hashtags. We typically like to use 30 hashtags, and we have an entire strategy for that as well. I can explain that to you if you would like in the meeting. Going forward, so this is some of the previous accounts. Again, 78% of the businesses now solely advertise on social media. This is sort of what you can expect. Now, these can vary. I just want to share this with you, which is why I have different accounts and different numbers here, because these can vary. So accounts can sometimes go like this. So for example, this could be month 1. This could be, this could be month 2, to be fair. And this could be month 3, right? So, sort of month 1 going in, up and down. Month 2 going in, a little bit more of a rise. Then month 3 going in, a little plateau. And then us re-strategizing and figuring it out again. So this is just a hypothetical. Obviously, every count is going to vary. These are some client testimonials that you can hear from my clients. So I took a screenshot and laid one over the other just to kind of give you guys an idea. So December, this was basically, I think this was the 17th to the 18th. And within a day, we saw the snowball effect basically hit here. We went from 78 followers to 116, not 157. I think this is about a week later. So yeah, this is basically the day after Christmas for 2020. Okay, going so forth. This is some of the accounts that we worked on in the past. This is sort of just to give you an idea what you can expect. I was gonna do one with just a single post and kind of show you what you can look or expect to see here, but I just wanted to also show you some of the followers that they had as well, just so you know that it's not all small accounts and not all big accounts. It's just, it all varies. So whether you're a startup, whether you're a big account, it doesn't matter. We can help you. Okay, so how to make this a great partnership? Obviously, it's difficult and frustrating to believe something that you don't understand. So obviously, ask questions. Emotions. That's something that I've kind of harped on or emphasized really well in here. I think unplugging from the emotions. So the same way you trust your accountant to keep your books in order is the same way you need to trust us. Because we have your best interest at heart. This is honestly like, I created this entire program, or the processes or the packages that I've created are completely just to help social media grow here. I'm really passionate about what I do as well. And so I want to, make sure I emphasize that. Keep an open mind. A lot of times, with clients, we create a content calendar and they'll have a couple ideas on there and they might have an idea different in their mind. Again, just keep an open mind. Okay, so the other thing I want to go over is respond on time. The sooner you respond to us, the faster we can execute for you. The ball's in your court. I've had clients that respond to me 2 to 3 days later. If you have your family, I get it. I completely understand. Obviously, try to respond within a couple of hours so we can get moving. And again, the ball's in your court. So how to make sure this to just continue this partnership? Unplug from emotions, guys. This is very, 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 very important, because harassing the team, any sort of disrespect to my team, or I will most certainly lead to termination of this contract. It is a 90-day contract. However, I will terminate the contract if that is the case. However, I know you won't do this. So no, not showing up to meetings. Please ensure with at least a 24 hours notice period before any cancellations, apart from emergencies. Obviously, that's understandable. If there's an emergency, the communication policy, this is very strict. My team and I will only communicate with you via Slack and Asana if we use Asana. Any interactions outside of this will be ignored. I do have clients that we do use emails with. That's absolutely fine. Treatment, obviously, simply treat others the way that you'd like to be treated, hopefully with respect and with understanding. We like to assume the rule of Stephen Covey, which is seek to understand, then to be understood, which is the highly effective habits of successful people. And I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please message me and I will be more than glad to address them. Thank you very much for your time and I appreciate it.